Hey guys, welcome to this video on Lilith in the 11th house. If you have Lilith in your 11th house in your natal chart in astrology, this video is for you. I'm Cassandra, the Saffron Sage, helping you use astrology to evolve. And first we're going to talk about Lilith, then we're going to talk about the 11th house, and then we'll talk about what it all means together. So Lilith was kicked out of the Garden of Eden because she wanted what she wanted, and she would not submit to Adam. And so the theme here, the archetypal theme, is when people reject you for doing what you want. And whenever this happens, whenever the Lilith issue comes up, this is something that really the person just wants you to be the version of you they want you to be. They want you to fall in line with their belief systems. And when you don't, when you step outside of what they think is supposed to happen, your role in their eyes, that is when they will punish you for it. They will shun you, they will outcast you, they will try to find other ways to punish you. And the 11th house is our groups of friends, our audience. Sometimes it's the income we make from our 10th house because it's the second from the 10th. So it can be earned income from our activities out in the world, the work we do in the world. And it can also be our hopes and our dreams. So if you have Lilith here, there's a couple main ways this can show up. One is you can get kicked out of groups. You can always be the scapegoat. You could be the scapegoat in your family. You could be the one people always blame when something goes wrong. And that can go, that can exist on a spectrum from just being the scapegoat in the family, even when you didn't do anything wrong, you just happen to be there and they want to blame somebody. But then it can also range to like getting actually kicked out of a group for just embodying your own natural self, being yourself, and the group didn't like you and kicked you out. Now this could be something like in middle school when you're in a club and you get kicked out. It could be as an adult. It could be even as a small child, right? Like where maybe you're too active and they kick you out or something. Anything where the people in a group setting don't accept you. Now this can also show up, I think, in ways where people aren't actually kicking you out, but they are like you're not being treated as welcome. So you are not welcome at this job or in this group of friends. And so you can have experiences in life where maybe you're not kicked out of those groups, but you were never really welcome to begin with, or like you end up becoming the one they don't like as much, or the one who doesn't get invited to certain things, stuff like that. Let me just check my notes here. Another way this could manifest is it can be hard for you to be optimistic about your hopes and dreams and your future. And some of that could be that if you share your dreams with people, they will totally reject them, more so than like the average person, because with Lilith here, this kind of supercharges that energy and makes it more triggering to people. So you could have some dreams in life, some goals in life that people just don't get, don't appreciate. They think you're crazy for doing it. They're not afraid to tell you how crazy you are for it. And just they have a need to make you wrong for triggering them, because your goals and dreams will trigger people. Right? It might remind them of the goals and dreams they never did. Right? So it's almost like if you had a parent who wanted to be an author and you told them, I want to be a writer. And they're like, no, you cannot be a writer, because it triggers that feeling in them of, I never did that, so you shouldn't do that. Like you could threaten people. Your goals and dreams could threaten people, and the way that you act in groups of people somehow could threaten people. Like you're the one in the group that threatens everyone else somehow without even trying. That's what your Lilith will do. It will show up in that house as threatening people. Another way this could show up is you could have some kind of trauma in not reaching your goals. So you could have experiences where you try to reach your goals and you are not able to in some way, or where you don't go after a goal you wanted, and then that ends up being something you have to work through later to overcome because of the imprint that it leaves on you. The imprint of like, my goals never happen, things don't ever work out for me. Some of that can come from Lilith in this placement. And then the last thing here is that sometimes your goals and your dreams, the things you want to do, make you an outcast. They make you different. They make you unique. And so the way to work with this Lilith is to accept that, there are some things that you want in life that make you totally different, that make you so different that there are some people that just can't hang. And not taking it personally. That's one of the ways to heal Lilith and all the houses, is not take it personally when you are expressing this energy in this house and through the sign where you have it in. I have videos on that where you can just be that person. You can own and honor and acknowledge those desires that you have, the goals that you want to reach, and overcome any of the past trauma you have with not reaching them, or any, you know, like people being right about you not reaching them, whatever that is for you. And then end up being able to still go for what you want anyway, and just own it that it makes you different. So that is what I have for Lilith in the 11th house. You can book a private reading with me using the link below. I currently have a special going on through the 27th, and if you want to be notified first on promotions and specials that I do, join my email list. And be sure to check out my video on Lilith through the signs if you haven't done so already, and I will see you all in the next video.